Hi everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. My name is Boom, or you guys can call me the Zigzag Guy or whatever you want. Today I have a very interesting deck guide for you guys. This is an seasonal Assimilate deck. In my opinions, this deck is probably the best deck you can play right now in seasonal mode. This season is the season of the cat, and when you play this mode, every 2 turns, your hand and your opponent will swap. So you got to play your opponent card as well. And this will happen back and forth until the end of the round. So the key point to build the deck to play in this seasonal mode is to put as minimum of the gold card as much as possible. Because you don't want your opponent to play your gold card. That's why when you draw a gold card, you have to mulligan every other gold card and just leave only one gold card in your hand. And you play that card in the start of the round every single time to prevent your opponent to take your advantage from your gold card. The reason why we play Assimilate deck, when you play your opponent card, you got free point every time because Assimilate will proc any card that you play that not from your original deck. Now let's dive into our deck list. So the first card that I put in is the portal, because the portal is probably the best card to set up a Assimilate combo. When you play this card, you can pull out Nautical Sergeant, Ducal Guard, and Artfian Heavy Cavalry. This 3 card is very good to start up in the round, because when you play your opponent card, this card will give you free point every single time. And it's very hard for your opponent to remove as well. The next card is Damien de la Tour. So the reason why we play this card is because we use the double cross ability. You can also have another choice to play the lockdown ability instead. In that case, you don't need to play this card. We play this card because this card is very strong in the second round and the third round. So when you play this mode, the first round is gonna be the longest round, and the second round and the third round will be a very short round. Like maybe you can play only 3 or 4 cards maximum. That's why Damien de la Tour is very good in the second and the third round. When you play this card in the second or the third round, it's almost never get destroyed by your opponent, because most of the time nobody gonna run any removal card, and they want to play their gold card as well in the start of the round. That's why this card gonna live most of the time. And when you play this card, you can play double cross 2 times. It means that you can play 2 cards more than your opponent every single time. That's why Damien de la Tour is very good on winning 2-0 in the second round. The next card is Royal Decree. The reason why we play this card is because this card can tutor any card that you want to play in that round. And when you draw this card, you can basically mulligan every card in your hand, like every gold card, and just leave this card in your hand, and then you can pick any card in your deck anytime you want. But I recommend to play it at the start of the round, because if you don't play it, it's probably gonna be high chance that your opponent gonna play this card instead. So I recommend to play it very early in the round. And you can play anything like Damien de la Tour, Caher, this Assimilate girl, I don't know how to pronounce this name, and Albridge as well. Okay, so let's move to the next card. The next card is Roach. And the reason why we put Roach is a good thinning card, and it's also a very good tempo play. And most of the time you have to win round 1. Like, it's very essential to win round 1 in this seasonal mode, because if you win round 1, you have the chance to push your opponent very hard in the second round, and maybe you can 2-0 if you draw Damien de la Tour in the second round as well. So yeah, Roach is pretty good. The next card is Caher. And the reason we play this card is because most of the time you will face Assimilate mirror in the seasonal mode, because I think that Assimilate is the best archetype right now to play in the seasonal mode. That's why most people gonna play the Assimilate deck, and Kaher counter this deck very good. And the next card that we wanted to put in the deck is Afan Hildegrand. And the reason why we put this card is a very good tempo, and it's also have combo with Albridge as well. So when you draw Albridge, you can mulligan this card away, and at the start of the round you play Albridge and this card will come out, so it's a 9-point play. And if you have Roach as well, it's also plus more 3 point. That is pretty strong. And sometimes if you get lucky, you mulligan this card away from your hand, and if it's end up on the top of your deck, then this card will come out instantly. So it's just a free carryover. 5 point. That's pretty good. So that's why I put in the deck. The next card is our good boy. This card, it's super duper good, man. Like sometimes it can, because you don't have to put this card in your hand, so you mulligan this card away every time, and sometimes it can surprise your opponent when it pop out. And it's a very good tempo card as well, and most of the time it will pop out in the round 1, because most people will push until the last card in the round 1 because they want to win the round. That's why the round 1 everyone gonna play their whole hand, and it's almost 100% that this card gonna pop out in the round 1. So that's, yeah, pretty good. Plus 3 more point. And the next card is our Assimilate girl. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she is very good in the start of the round, because Assimilate, like, you have chance to play your opponent card, at least 5 cards from your opponent hand, so it's guaranteed plus 10 point already with this card. So yeah, it's pretty good, and it's very hard to remove as well. Like, your opponent not gonna have chance to remove this card, almost like 100%. So yeah, if you draw this card, just mulligan every other card away, and just play this card at the start of a round, and you will guarantee have like a very strong engine on your board every single time. And Albridge, I already explained this card, so yeah, you know how this card doing in our combo. It's a pretty good card. And okay, so let's go to the next card. This card is Dashborg Runestone, and the reason why I put this card in is because it's a create. Any card that have create ability, it's pretty good, and this is only gold card that you can keep it in your hand. Like, most people are not gonna play like this card like early in the round, so you can just keep it, and maybe you might have chance to play it later in the round. And it's proc Assimilate, very good. And sometimes it can get some card that you don't put in your deck, such as like lock card, or maybe if you need point, you can play the turtle man, or the Nerf Guardian Knight as well for 7 point. That is pretty good. The next card is Imperial Diplomacy. When you play a Assimilate card, a Assimilate deck, this card is almost 100% auto include, because it's a create card as well, and it just plus another 1 Assimilate on your board, 1 Assimilate point on your board every time when you play this card. So yeah, this card is pretty good. Sometimes it can play some very good bronze card from your opponent faction as well. Yep, so recommend to put this card in. The next card we're gonna play is Sapper. Now this card is a little bit situation, so you can remove this card if you want to. I don't mind it. And this card, the reason why I put this card in is because it's a 5 for 5 at least, so it's very tall card, and it also can remove our armor unit. So sometimes you might face an opponent that play living armor, or maybe some card that you have to remove very quick that have armor, such as like the dwarf that have 5 armor that decrease armor every time. I think is a berserker, something berserker. yeah, this drop is pretty strong, and this card can remove all of the armor to stop his engine. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. And if you face again living armor or the, I think it's the centipede card from the monster faction, 13 point, this card is instantly killed. Those cards like instantly kill. So yeah, pretty good card, very good counter. But if you don't like this card, just take it out if you didn't face like that many monster or like living armor. People who play living armor card, you can drop this card away and put some other card in your deck. It's pretty good as well. And let's go to the next card. This card we put in is the Imperial Diviner. Now this card is like S tier in this deck because it's an Assimilate card and it's also a Purify. So sometimes you will face an opponent that play Defender, and this card is like easy Purify, like get rid of Defender like very easy. And sometimes it can deal with bleeding and lock and vitality as well. So yeah, Assimilate with Purify, S tier. Just put this card in, man. Alright, let's go to the next card. This card is Slave Hunter. Now the reason why we play this card is Assimilate, of course, and it's only card in the deck that deal damage. I think in our deck, I think this card is the only card that deal damage, and we play this card because it can kill the next card that we're gonna show. Yes, Duchess Informant. So this card can get rid of Duchess Informant on your opponent board, and then you can steal your opponent to play the Experimental Remedy to play the Duchess Informant again, and she will proc Assimilate 3 times because once from your opponent Experimental Remedy, and the second is from Duchess Informant from your opponent graveyard, and the third one is the card that Duchess Informant copy. So it's a 3-point Assimilate proc, and that is pretty strong. So now let's talk about Duchess Informant. Now yeah, Duchess Informant is also auto included in this deck because it's very good to like copy the card that your opponent play from your hand, such as like those Assimilate thingy, like this card or this card. So you can play this card and copy anything you want from your opponent board, and it will proc Assimilate once every time when you copy those cards. So yeah, just another card that combo with your Assimilate engine, pretty strong. So now let's go to the next card. Now the next card, oh, I already explained this card. This card is, we combo this card with Portal. So when you play this, when you have this card on the board, every time you play the card that have deploy, it will +1. So it's just another engine on your board that nobody can remove, I think. Like your opponent not gonna waste like Thunder or like Assassination or anything to remove this card. I think it's just a waste. So they're just gonna probably play their own engine as well. That's why this card almost 100% gonna live on the board, and it will grant you a shitload of point. So yeah, that's pretty strong card as well. Let's go to the next one. The next card is Dual Guard. It's also, this card also combo with the Portal, and it's Assimilate. Just like good card, man. I don't have anything to explain about this card. Just a good card, period. Let's go to the next one. I think this one is our last card. It's Artfian Heavy Cavalry. Now this card is the same as Dual Guard. It's just, yeah, you can play with Portal. And I also suggest that if you don't like Damien Delatour, or maybe you play in the lockdown ability, you can drop this card and maybe just play Caretaker, so you can play Portal twice, like on the first round one and on the second round again, like that. And it's, yeah, pretty good. Like if when you play Portal, it's already guaranteed like what, 7 point, 8 point. That's pretty good, man. And Caretaker, yeah, pretty strong as well. And as you can see that I still have 7 provision left. That, so you also freely to change any card you want in this Go format. That's why it's not very like fixed to play what card. But I do recommend that do not put that many Go card in your deck, because sometimes you will draw too many Go card and you can't mulligan all of it, and it might cause you trouble later. So alright, I think that is all of our deck guide. So now we're gonna jump into some gameplay now, so I can show you how to properly play this deck, and also how to navigate through the whole seasonal modes as well. But before we jump into gameplay, if you like my deck guide video, consider subscribe and maybe leave a like, leave some comments. Maybe you guys want me to do some other kind of video as well. I will read the comment and maybe do some other video that you guys recommend me to do. And I also stream on Twitch as well. I'm streaming almost every day. I've been streaming for 2 weeks now. And if you guys want to hang out with me on stream, I will leave the link in the description below. So come and hang out with me, maybe follow, and yeah, come and chat with me in stream as well. It's gonna be fun. So now, without further ado, I think it's time to go some gameplay. Let's go. Alright, let's see, who do we facing? Okay, so it's Gallagher with Onslaught ability. That's kind of interesting. Deal 1 damage every 2 turns. Alright, what should we consider to play right here? So I think what should we go now is probably gonna be our Assimilate girl, right? Or even Portal is okay too. Yeah, I think Portal is fine. I kind of like Portal more actually. So we mulligan this card away. Okay, let Royal Decree have to go. I don't mind these 2 cards in our hand though, because it doesn't do anything with our opponent. So we have to Royal Decree away. Okay, that's pretty good. Right, so now we're gonna go with Portal. Let's see what he's gonna do. What is gonna be his first engine that he's gonna start with? Arrow. That's actually pretty strong. Right. Arrow House Snout. So we play Portal right here. That's pretty good. Okay. Wow, he actually have many good cards. It's interesting. Okay, so the reason he do that because he kinda invite us to play this, right? That's probably what's happening right here. I think we're gonna play Will Carl though. Oh wait, actually we should play Priest first, because Priest is worth like more point than any other card. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. He chooses to play that first. It's kind of weird. Okay for us, I guess. Alright, so what we do now is we play Priest right here. Okay. Priest is probably the best card right there, and we forced to play Garrow next round. Otherwise, I think our Priest is gonna die later. I don't want that to happen. So let's see what's he gonna play. He can proc Will Call by himself because we're gonna kill this card. He has no other way to proc Will Call, I think. Oh, or maybe he can play Butcher, actually. That's actually pretty good as well. Okay, let's see. Let's see what he wanna do now. Okay, so he play Will Call first. Oh, he not playing Will Call. Maybe he ping his next round, I guess. That's actually what... Yeah, that might be possible as well. Alright, so what do we want to do now? I guess we can't play in format right here. So we just gonna set up even more Assimilate card, I think. So we're gonna do with this, I guess.
That will do.
And we ping some card down. any card but not Will Carl, so we bring this down. Alright. Okay, that's pretty good. So now if he's smart, he should bring Will Carl right here, otherwise he can't proc this card. It's impossible to proc that because we're gonna kill our Hound Snout now. So let's see if he greedy or not. If he oh wait, actually, yeah, that is correct. You have to bring Will Carl. No, he doesn't do that. That's pretty bad for him. Now I feel bad for him because I'm gonna play Garrow now. Play Garrow. And look, we set up 1 point on the board as well. That's pretty good for us. We can play Great War later. That's very good.
Damn it.
Do this. Get rid of that. Right. Now we are in good shape. He can play Great War as well because he cannot proc 1 point. We can proc. What he have to do now, I think, is he have to play the Butcher to kill this. Otherwise, I'm gonna get rid of this card with Great War, and I got yep. He's smart. Okay, he actually do some things good. Thought he gonna play it wrong, but
my duty?
oh,
To stick my nose where it doesn't
actually
belong.
right. Now, what is he gonna do with this? I still can play Great War though. Right, this Borg Runestone. Let's see what he have. Okay,
Is there anyone
interesting.
here to whom I
Got
can
diplomacy.
entrust my
That's
missive?
nice. So it's double proc. That's pretty good actually. Double proc on Assimilate. Okay, that's a lock card.
To say.
Very, very interesting. Right, it's fine for me. So now we play Great Core. This. Nice. Get a lot of point. Yeah. Now you know. Now that's the reason why you shouldn't play many gold card, because your opponent can use your gold card, man. It's like free advantage for your opponent when you have too many gold cards in your hand. That's super bad. And also winning round 1 is gonna be very, very essential, because if you don't want to go to round 2 with the even card, like most of the time people gonna play every single card in their hand, even though you have like you have a leading point, because you can pass before you spend all the card. If you pass when you spend all the card, your opponent gonna still keep playing. Like your opponent can still keep playing like all the time. That's why it's not very good to let your opponent like manipulate your hand. Like sometimes they're gonna keep playing until you have like garbage card, and they're gonna give garbage card back to you, and that's not a very good way to go. So you have to spend every card in your hand. Alright, so what do we do now? I guess we do as even more Assimilate. That should be okay now. Right. And too bad we can't play this though. But we're still gonna play this card because we don't want him to use this card as an advantage. Okay, so he passed now. So now what do we do? We still keep playing. The point is, because even though we're winning, but we don't want him to use all of this card, so we're just gonna keep playing. That's why you shouldn't pass early. Like you should still keep playing. So now I can keep this card in my hand and mulligan it later.
For the lights of the great sun.
Okay. So now I do this. Spin all the gold card. That's right. Okay, so let's calculate right here what is gonna happen. So when I play this card, it's gonna flip, and when I play that card, it's not gonna flip, but it's gonna come to my hand. So that's what's gonna happen, I think, if I calculate correctly. When I play this card, that card gonna come back to my hand when I pass. That is probably what happened, I think.
not the seeds.
Okay, so now we pass. Yep, it's coming back to my hand. That's why you shouldn't pass before everything is over. Now I got card advantage. No, it's not a card advantage, but I can put this card back into my deck, and if I get lucky, it hits on the top. This card will come out. So now what do we keep now? We keep this card in my hand, and we mulligan this card back. All right. Now everything is set. Now we don't want to draw any more. We don't want to mulligan any more card because we don't want to risk draw any gold card in our deck. We're just gonna play one, and let's look what happened. That's super good, man. Just 5 points for free. That's the reason why we play this. And now we just do double cross and see what he play. Okay, so he played that. That's fine for me. I don't really care that much. So now we do this, and I think we should be good to go now. Like, there's almost no way he can remove this. This is like perfection right here. This is the perfect way to play. And like, we even got lucky. This card go to the top of the deck as well. Super duper good. Right, so you remove that. What are you gonna do with this, man? Put that down. That's fine for me. So okay, just play this right here. Pretty good. Even proc Assimilate as well. Free 2 point. So I think we 2-0 him now. Pretty sure that's what has happened.
Everyone has their secrets.
Copy that. It's fine for me. Alright, Diviner.
All these signs can mean
Alright.
but one thing.
And he's gonna play often. And we can play this card though because it's gonna go back to him. But he also can play this card as well because he forced to pass right here after he play his ability. So we take 2-0. Okay, that is the perfection right there. Easy victory. Alright, let's go to the next game and see what happens. Alright, our next opponent is Ethne. Interesting. Wonder what kind of deck he's gonna play. Alright, so since we face against Ethne, Kaher probably not gonna do anything in this game at all, so we might as well just mulligan him away. Okay, Portal is pretty nice. So now since we draw Portal, we don't need Royal Decree anymore. Just mulligan this card away as well. That's pretty good hand. He don't care that much about Roach, so that's okay. Oh, he played boost deck? That okay. Now I should consider keep Kaher in my hand. That is so weird, man. Ethne play boost deck. Sure, that's fine. Okay. It's okay for me. Okay, let's see what he have in his hand. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so now I'm gonna tell you what card you shouldn't play in this seasonal mode. This card, Hawker Smuggler. Because if you play this card, it's gonna boost the card in the hand, and your opponent gonna play the card that got boost. So just give free point to your opponents for no reason. This card, that is super weird. Okay, so what do we want to do now? You just play Milan. Just free gold card. Thank you very much. That's very kind. All right. Let's see what she gonna play next. Just only one thing. Don't play Hawker Smuggler. Don't play any card that boosts the card in your hand. Because when you boost it, your opponent gonna play that card. Like, there's no reason not to play that card, right? Just free point. So what we want to do right now is just set up even more Assimilate, I guess. That's pretty good actually. Okay, let's do it. Right. Set up more Assimilate. Why is she playing her bronze card for no reason? So next card we should play is probably gonna be Polly.
I shall now speak.
Ooh, assassination. That's pretty good actually. Wait, what did she got from? Oh, diplomacy. Okay, that's fine. Alright, either Morin or Polly. I think we're gonna play Polly because Polly is what, 8 point. Morin just 7 point. I don't really care that much about Morin, so we play Polly. And boost the unit on your left by 2. So we got it right here. Next turn we got more point. It's pretty good. So let's see if she considers lock. Oh, she locked this card. That's actually pretty bad because we have Purify in our deck. So we're just gonna purify it. No problem.
Stars content, you shall be victorious today.
Hey, that's pretty nice. Right, that's super neat actually. I'm kind of curious about Icing Grim Council though. Like what card he gonna play with Icing Grim Council, and he have Elder Bear as well.
My duty? To stick my nose where
Very
it doesn't belong.
weird actually. Alright, so what do we play right here? I think we play Hawker support, right? Because it's 6 point. We have all the artifacts. That's pretty nice.
Boy, if my coin grants you, go kiss a dog.
Nice. Very good. Force him to play Hawker Smuggler. So she play Bear. That's fine for me as well. So we play even more Assimilate then. In this case. And I think we're gonna take round 1 now. Right? Because like she has no tempo at all. Her deck is very weird actually. Okay. I actually have a better Square Tail list to play in seasonal mode as well. It's a list that you play with the movement combo. So you can move. You can play the Melina. I think it's her name, right? Melina. That she can move like card up and down every turn. And you play the Vindrid Brigade. That's like when you move a card, it deals 2 damage, and that's actually a very good engine as well. Like people not gonna expect that to happen, and you get like 3 or 4 point every single turn with that combo. Okay, so best card right here is gonna be probably this, right? Wait, I kind of don't want him to play Icing Council, so let's just play it. I want him to play the Icing Grim Council. Not really sure like what card she's gonna pull out. It's kind of scary. Okay, so we just play Sapper right here. Okay, we take this round, no problem, I guess. It's pretty okay for me. Alright. Okay. It's pretty okay for me too. Sure. Right, looks like we take the round. No problem. So now right here we can pass. If we pass right here, it's go to there. So we're just gonna have to keep playing. Right, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can 2-0 her. If it's possible to 2-0 her. Okay, we mulligan this card, of course. So now we mulligan Royal Decree as well, I guess. And we start with this card. And we just hope that we draw Damien Delatour next round. Or do I want to risk play Damien Delatour this round? Because the point is she has 4 charge in that. And Damien Delatour probably gonna die if I not like protect him that very well. I guess we just use this card first in this round. Alright. So now we do this. Go with double cross. Okay, that's pretty good. Pitfall tap. That's dope actually. Very dope. Right. That's pretty good. Super duper good. Alright. Since you do that, I might as well just play this.
I never miss.
It's fine for me. Whatever you play, you still have to go through my pitfall tab as well. So I think we take this round now. We just 2-0 her. Like there's no reason for her to do this at all. Actually, like what is the point of doing this? What card you?
That will do.
Yep, exactly, bro. That's super weird, man. Okay, we play this. I think we take the round. 2-0. Another 2-0. Right. Easy. Easy clap. Alright, so that is the gameplay right there. If you guys enjoyed my gameplay, please give it a try. It's a pretty good deck. In my opinion, you guys can maybe mix and match some cards as well. Maybe take something out and maybe put like Caretaker or maybe Phoenix. Phoenix actually pretty good as well. Like very good carryover in the next round. So yeah, if you guys enjoy, please consider subscribe and maybe leave a like, leave some comment as well. That would be pretty nice. And I also stream almost every day, so you guys can come and check it out. I will leave my stream channels in the description below. So yeah, come and check it out, come and hang out with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.